Murdoch. I'm coming to get you.
Remember, Sally, when I promised to kill you last? I lied.
Get off my plane.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
John, I'm not gonna shoot you between the eyes. I'm gonna shoot you between the balls.
The disease. And I'm the cure.
I'm gonna take you to the bank, Senator Trent.
There can be only one.
Dead or alive, you are coming with me.
Yippee-ki-yay. I'm going to kill them all, sir.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Gimme Back My Action Movies, the month of action.
Oh, God, the eagle's back.
The eagle is back. The eagle never left.
It never left. How silly of me. Why would the eagle have ever left?
This is only episode 2 of the month of action.
We got 5, right? We have 5 this month, don't we?
We got
Wow.
5 and 2 on B action, and
Whew.
it's chock full. I'm going to be posting every day on Instagram.
Yeah.
I mean,
You're going to be tired of action movies by the end of July.
Never gonna be tired of action movies, sir. Never. Well, what you're hearing there is my co-host Pete. Say hello to the people, Pete.
Yes, I am Machine Gun Pete, loved by thousands, hated by millions.
I like that. So, yep, this is wow. This is going to be a little weird for us tonight, Pete.
It's a little weird. It's just the two of us. Yeah.
It's the first time it's the two of us since the disastrous cocaine bear incident.
Yeah. That might be why the YouTube channel shut down. I'm not real sure.
Very possible.
It certainly didn't help anything. That's for darn sure. But
It
we
really
had this
did.
planned out, so it wasn't like somebody didn't bail on us at the last minute.
Right.
The last time,
Like an hour or something
Yeah.
beforehand.
Oh, by the way,
So-
guys, I'm not going to be there. So wait, what?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
No time. This time we have time. And you know what? I'm okay with it because I picked this movie for you, Pete. I really did.
Yeah, you did. So you sort of picked it for me because really the good one is from 1975, not the 2008 one. That's all broody and it's like the cool hipster from the 70s meets the dark broody
Emo
Robert
kid.
Smith version emo kid. Yeah. Somehow he slipped into the 90s. He's just revisiting his old-
Existence is pain.
Oh my God, this movie.
Yeah, but I did because we've talked about it. We talked a little bit about it during the Roger Corman when we did the Carnosaur episode, and I knew Pete was like, I don't want to watch. No, you don't, because you weren't there. It was bleak.
Exactly.
But Nate and I were, talked about Death Race and everything and how much I loved it. And you said you really enjoyed the early one.
Yeah.
And I was like, we need to do the newest one, 2008, Jason Statham. You were not looking forward to that. You were so not sure when I was going to bring it. I decided to bring it now. And I think it's going to be okay, Pete.
You're
I think
forcing me to watch it without our
without
beloved sidekick.
consent.
Without consent. Right.
Without consent. I know we're gonna miss Nate. Nate, I'm sure, did watch the movie, and he'll be chiming in on the Instagrams and Facebooks about it. So he's still there, just taking a break. So if you didn't hear it last week, he is just taking a brief hiatus for a month or two, kind of getting things straight, and then he will be coming back because of course he got to come back. It's his birthday. There's Halloween coming. He'd be silly not to come back.
Exactly.
So
he better come back in September. I know where he lives. I'll find him.
we all know where he lives. I'll
That's
bury
right.
him even deeper this time. So. Well, all right. Here's what we're gonna do, Pete. Just to kind of get everybody in the mood, to set
Go
the
on, do trailer.
stage.
Go on. This is what we do. Do the trailer.
But I
Go
did something nice though,
on.
Pete.
What?
I didn't grab the 2.5 minute long trailer.
Because it's probably all just cars revving and guns firing.
No, it actually had some pretty
Was
cool
there-
dialogue and
Was
stuff
it?
like
Okay,
that.
all right.
But
All right,
I was
didn't
like,
watch the
hey,
trailer.
there were a lot of TV spots. and I almost didn't click it because it plays like Guns N' Roses in it, and I was like, well, I don't want to get dinged. But then I played the full trailer. They still put Guns N' Roses in it. I was like, oh well, whatever. So here is Death Race, the trailer.
I created Death Race 6 years ago. I now have as many viewers as the Super Bowl.
On August 22nd.
It's all about ratings, fast cars, pretty women.
Prisons become stadiums.
Go, go, go!
Criminals become players.
Weapons are up.
And death becomes sport.
Get the choppers in the air. Welcome to the jungle.
Wakey, wakey! You can burn me, you can shoot me, but you can't kill me! Death Race, rated R, starts August 22nd.
The year 2000. America is a vast speedway. People line the streets to witness
something wrong.
No, this is perfect.
From sea to
This ain't what I recorded.
Death Race.
What we wanted.
You finished first.
You didn't know it, but this is exactly what you wanted.
I'm the one that makes these.
Every car.
Do we get hacked again?
Every spectator a potential
I don't think so. It's literally just two of us.
Ghost of Nate sticking with us.
It's a cross-country road wreck, and the traffic is murder.
What?
Who are you anyway?
Best driver on earth.
I don't want you to die.
He was built by the world's finest surgeons to drive the fastest car ever designed, and nothing can stop him now.
I don't remember this in the movie.
Death Race 2000.
What do you mean you don't remember this in the movie?
Oh, now I get it.
It's in the proper movie.
Somehow Death Race 2000 trailer played at the end of our 2008.
Happen.
We are terrible actors, Pete. We might as well just let everybody know. We changed it up. Nate can't be here. Pete and I both wanted to cover a specific movie. Thankfully, there's two in the same title, essentially.
Right.
So we decided we're going to cover both. We're covering Death Race 2008 and Death Race 2000. So you are getting an impromptu double feature.
Double feature. Yeah, we've never done a double feature, have we?
We've done a couple of double features. I don't think we've ever done one of the same movie then remake.
I know we do collaborations, but I don't remember doing two.
We've done collabs. Early like season 1, we did what was it? Free Jack and the Tom Selleck movie you almost watched not too long ago.
Runaway or something like
Runaway,
that.
that's what it was. Yeah. Which is still a fun movie to watch. I do recommend that one.
That's Gene Simmons. Right?
And I guess I don't want to count this, but we did do 3 Feast movies. So
damn it, you brought it up. Now I remember it again.
Yeah, all comes flooding back.
God, my head hurts. God.
So, peek behind the curtain. What happened is we both watched, Death Race 2008, Jason Statham, and then yesterday, I just wanted to watch Death Race 2000. I was in the mood. I was typing in the chat that I was watching it, and about 3 hours later, Pete goes, "I'm watching Death Race 2000 right now." And we messaged each other. I was like, let's cover both.
Let's just do both.
Let's just do it.
Why not?
Because I kind of want to talk about both after watching them. You know what I mean?
I agree. And there's a lot to talk about. There's 2 very, very different movies.
Totally different.
But they're everything's practical in both films, pretty much.
Thankfully.
We'll get to that in a little bit.
Yeah, we'll get into it. Well,
but that's I think this is going to be an interesting conversation, bringing up the 2 very different styles of movie making, very different budgets.
Way different budgets, sir. Way different budgets. Well, let's start out like we normally do. So, Pete, I know you don't have a lot of history with 08, but I'm sure you have history with 2000. And that's how we're going to refer this. 2000, 2008. That's the best way for us to, kind of differentiate the movie. So, what's your history with Death Race 2000?
I remember Statham's movie coming out, and I like Jason Statham. He's pretty charming, and it seems to be pretty.
All right, I'll do the job. Yeah. I'll take the job. I'll do the job.
He was amazing in Beekeeper. If you haven't seen Beekeeper,
I love Beekeeper.
One of the best dummy falls that I've seen in a long, long time.
Yep.
Doesn't top Children of the Corn 2, but it's one.
No, but it's up there.
It's up. It's in the conversation for sure. So in 2000, I don't remember a lot of hype coming out of this movie. I don't know. for whatever reason, it wasn't on my radar at all. I remember it coming out, and I remember rolling my eyes, going, the original's so much better. And that's just me. I love these cheesy old 70s movies. You give me a Roger Corman, a 6-pack of beer and a bag of chips, and you got a happy guy on your hands.
It's a happy eat.
And I've seen 2000 a number of times, and I think I've been watching it since I was a teenager. It's just always been there. It's always been somewhere. I don't think I own any physical copies of it, but it's just always been there. I'll get it from the library, or pop on TV somewhere. It's something I always stop and watch.
Oh yeah, that's definitely
2000. You clearly have history with both.
I have history with both. So with 08, I was in theaters to see it. Pretty sure nice. Jackie and I went to watch it. Had
to be an auditory orgasm. I mean,
pretty much, yeah.
The music, the explosions. Wow,
it's definitely a movie to have seen in theaters. It's kind of like going to see Fury Road.
Right.
That was more operatic, and this is more just balls to the wall, crashes, guns, everything. But I do have history with Death Race 2000. As I've said on the show before, my dad's huge into cars and movies.
Oh yeah.
My favorite horror movie is Christine, Maximum Overdrive, stuff like that. So Death Race 2000 has just always been there in my life. I think I had saw it on television, obviously edited the first few times. Then my dad and I would watch it together. But it's either 1993 or 94. We went up to go visit my granddad in Schuylerville, New York, which is just up above. Where do they have the horse races up there?
In New York?
Yeah, in New York. There's like an actual big horse race. Area up there.
Oh hell! It's one of the Triple Crowns, isn't it?
Gone out of my brain. Saratoga, New York. That's it. And we had gone up to visit my grandpa, and we were coming back, and you drive past Cooperstown, and we're coming back, and Dad takes the exit to Cooperstown. I was a huge baseball fan.
Oh, sure.
Growing up. So Mom and Dad took me to the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Oh, wow.
That was my Disney World. I didn't give a shit about Disney. I got to go to the Baseball Hall of Fame, having a ball. Got done with that, pun intended.
Yeah.
Got done with that, and we had gotten one of those brochures. You remember before cell phones, you picked up the trifold brochure to see what else is around. Dad saw there was a Corvette museum.
Oh.
And I was like, can we go to that? And it was just like a couple streets over. So we went to the Corvette museum there, and they had like almost every year of Corvette, all these little different displays, that they had two key Corvettes there for me. The first one was Corvette Summer with Mark Hamill and Annie Potts with that insane hood, that candy red paint job. I got to see and it was the Corvette Summer Corvette.
Nice.
Right next to it was Frankenstein's alligator.
No way.
And I'm going to put Corvette in quotation marks because it is not a Corvette. It's a Volkswagen kit that they had even modified more. But it was the actual one. It was from the movie. And even as a kid, I waited till someone wasn't looking, and I reached out and I touched it. So I have touched the Death Race 2000 alligator Corvette.
That's amazing.
Dude, it's burned into my brain. And I was reading up on it, and apparently like that museum was only open for like maybe 6 to 8 years. Then George Barris redid the Corvette again, repainted it, fixed it up. George Barris did the Batmobile, did all these like classic cars. Yeah. He's the guy to do it. And now it's like in the Peterson's Museum, which is a huge automotive museum. But I saw it before it was ever redone, rehabbed, anything like that.
Cool. That is so cool.
Yeah, I love it. And I have always watched this movie. As I got older, I realized how silly it really was. Sylvester Stallone drives a car with a giant Rambo knife before he was Rambo on the front of his car. It's just how it is. But no, I I have a huge affinity for these movies, and I really, really enjoy 2008. And it's a totally different movie. I mean,
Entirely.
straight up. Oh, there's
100%.
it's it was kind of odd. I read up on. I don't know how much reading up you did on this stuff,
A little bit.
but I did read that Corman's original like idea for Death Race 2000 wasn't the movie we got. He wanted a darker, bleaker version of the movie, not the campy like satire. He wanted a death race. And I feel like that is kind of what the direction of the '08 one definitely decided to go down instead.
Okay.
And
it certainly did. I mean,
oh, 100%. 100%. And
we're
I
not
mean,
kidding when this is a dark and broody, like this is a pissed off 90s high school kid, the 2008 version.
no. And then obviously this is also directed by, I think this is why Nate left. He was so scared that we brought a Paul W.S. Anderson movie back on the podcast.
Yeah, he was afraid some retribution was going to happen.
He was like, I like that movie, but I think he was scared that maybe I actually don't. Maybe Paul W.S. Anderson really hates me. I'm worried if he ever watches Mortal Kombat again, he's going to hate it just because of his vile and venom for Paul W.S. Anderson. But Corman sought him out. That was kind of the cool thing I read, that
Corman picked Anderson to do
picked Anderson
okay.
directly, and I guess it was like they were in talks for like 12 years before the movie came out.
Huh.
So it was early on in Anderson's career, and the original plan was we're doing a sequel to 2000. Yeah, it was, instead of cross country, they were going to do a worldwide like Globetrotter type thing, but way more futuristic cars, obviously. And I just got a chuckle out of it when they first started doing it. They were like, the budget just wasn't able to withstand that. But then I'm like, you guys spent a shitload of money on the '08 one. Those cars alone were like $200,000 to $300,000 each.
I did get to watch the special features on the Blu-ray I got from the library. That was so cool. That just seeing, Charlie, I'll tell you, watching '08, I didn't know what I was going to get into. I was sure I was going to get a CG-a-thon. I was 100% sure. I'm watching this thing. I'm looking for it. Like, where's those look real? I mean, those look real. Like, realer than any reel I've ever seen. And then a crash happened somewhere. I'm like, there is no way in hell that isn't a real car crashing somewhere. The one I thought that flipped up and flew into the sign later on in the movie.
Yeah,
I thought for sure that was CG. Nope. They showed behind the scenes, and there was a car. Somebody threw a car up there. It was amazing.
They launch a car. The big rig was real. When they bring the I forget what they even called it now. The dreadnought. The dreadnought. Yeah, the dreadnought.
This was a visual spectacular. I had no idea what I was getting into. I got to take some words back, dude. I liked the movie.
Awesome.
I really did. I really found it. The plot was a little boring. It's different than the original, but
yes.
God, wow. It's like watching the recent Mad Max movies where it's crazy chasing. There's not a lot of substance to it. They're not trying to say anything political. They're just like, here's a big dumb action movie. Sit down and enjoy it. And then they topped it off with making it all practical. With like 43 tons of empty shell casings or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Because it was real guns they were firing with, mostly blanks, and a lot of them. They went all out for this. I'm glad, because I kind of had a feeling once you actually watched the movie and understood what was going on, you would probably enjoy it, because it's not like what you say. I don't like the just killing for killing and running and guns. This fit a little bit more. There's more spectacle to it. And especially whenever you watch Death Race 2000 and it is about killing people for points.
points.
If you ever wondered as a kid and you've never seen this movie and you've wondered, like, what do they mean? That one, the kids are 50 points and women are 20. It's from Death Race. They give points for the type of people you run over along the way.
Depending upon age and sex.
Age, sex. The older you are, the higher the points. And all it is a race across. It was like a dark version of Cannonball Run.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
And that's how it comes across. There was like 5 cars. They had super low. There was 1 car each in Death Race 2000.
Are you kidding?
Could not afford
any
more than one car. They all had Volkswagen engines, except for Stallone's. Yeah, Stallone's in that movie, everyone, if you've not seen it. And David Carradine's, they put Corvair engines so they would go a little faster. And they also did the trick where you slowed down the camera, then play it back, and
there was a lot of speeding up the camera.
When they do that.
I'm okay with it though. It's fine.
It's a Benny Hill effect. I will forever call it the Benny Hill effect and I giggle because I have so much fun with it. It's just, it's kind of where, like, I would say people like Paul Verhoeven got a lot of their influence for, like, when they would do RoboCop later and Starship Troopers. This one kind of has this, like, we're watching this spectacle of excess and just everyone's okay with what the world is doing right now. Like, they have no problem with people getting killed. Celebrities rule the world, kind of. And it's sensationalism, I guess would be the right word for 2000.
For 2000, it is.
Yeah.
It's a worship. They are worshiping this real live action. The Running Man does the same thing. Hunger Games, Battle Royale. They all do this. They all have that same downbeat where it's violence for entertainment, and it's scary.
It's not far from where we're at. MMA. We're at
it's kind of like we're on the cusp of it. Let's hope we don't get there.
Watch some Japanese game shows. We're pretty much there over there. I've seen some pretty crazy stuff on some of those channels, man.
I love you, Takeshi's Castle. You're one of my favorites.
But yeah, I like that effect. It's so, and 2000 is just bright ass colors, like just in your face, Technicolor glory, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, it really does. They had some great matte paintings where they needed to. They didn't have a landscape scene, so
when they showed the city,
it's
supposed to look future because it's in the year 2000, which is why it's 2000, and it's
green
like green monorail. There's like a futuristic looking blimp. I'm guessing it's supposed to be like their Goodyear blimp. But it's just it's a snapshot of, and this is 1975. Corman's been working forever. I mean, I think he was born with a camera in his hand or something like that, or at least the knowledge to do this. And it's always weird. When I talk about it, I feel bad. I should say that Death Race 2000 was directed by Paul Bertel. So, but when we talk about Roger Corman movies, it's almost like Roger wrote it, he directed it, he produced it, he starred in it. That's how I always feel with Roger Corman movies.
Especially in the 60s and 70s. I mean, he the 50s through the 70s, he was writing, directing, producing. I think this is the tail end of his directing career.
Yeah, I think it's what it was.
He got selective after this.
Well, also he was so busy producing the movies that it was, I'm pretty sure when a movie ended, another one was either already started or starting.
Oh, yeah. He was famous for that.
Yeah.
He was famous for shooting a movie in 4 or 5 days and then using that set over the weekend to shoot another movie in 3 days and to get the most out of your rental space or whatever he's got.
One of my favorite things I read about the Death Race 2000 was because of how Corman likes to film things. They don't always go get the proper permits. And these cars weren't road legal. The stunt team refused to drive them on the road. So Carradine and Stallone actually drive 90% of their stunts, unless it got really dangerous. But the driver in any of the road scenes was Corman himself. Corman was driving the cars because he's like, well, if someone's going down, it's going to be me. And he did the rest of the stunt driving, and probably the majority of it for the other cars too that were on like street roads and stuff like that. But it's just so insane. And I'm honestly, if you guys haven't seen this movie, but you've seen 08, you're doing yourself a disservice because you need to see 2000.
It's on Tubi.
And it's on Tubi. We're going to spoil the shit out of it because I want to talk about one of my favorite scenes in 2000 is the euthanasia scene at the hospital. So people are so okay with this race. Like, it's such a thing that hospitals roll out all of the old people in wheelchairs into the middle of the street. And everyone's like, it's euthanasia day.
Yeah. I think it was implied that they were on hospice or something.
It's like a hospice, something like that. They were, what's implied is the old people are okay with this.
Yes. The people who rolled out there. And this is through the whole movie. There are people that are sacrificing themselves for their favorite driver. So they'll go out in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
So the driver can get the points so that their driver wins, even though they're not going to be around to see the finish. But that's this hero worship that's a little scary. This worship also bled into 08, although you didn't see it up close and personal.
No, it was a little
pay-per-view at that.
Yeah. Which that's a totally different mark on and that's what I want to get into when we start talking about that a little bit more, because that's where I really like what they did with 08. But this scene, they're setting them up, and David Carradine, Frankenstein, is the one that's on the path for it. And there's all these nurses rolling these wheelchairs out, locking the tires.
Somebody's on a gurney.
Yeah, this dude's just straight up, just laying flat. They're all happy looking. And all the nurses run, and David Carradine, I forget, she says like 700 and some points he gave up. He misses all the old people, goes down the sidewalk, and wipes out like 10 nurses. And all you see behind the hedgerow is bodies jumping up and down and flailing like the car is hitting them. I am losing my shit. I'm just loving every second of it.
Yeah, I was cooking dinner. I just started belly laughing, and Jody's, what the hell's going on in there? Don't worry about it. You'd hate this. It was just so very Looney Tunes, very comical how
it very much was.
But you saw that was a one shot, so somebody's driving that car actually on that sidewalk behind the hedgerow. So these actors are over there going, okay,
now jump, now flip, now move. Oh, their safety precautions were non-existent in this movie.
There was somebody riding on the hood as he came into view.
That was a great one. I like that one a lot. And so we never saw them kill all the old people, and they were like and it was very you're right, Pete, Hunger Games, because you have the TV personalities, the reporters and the color commentators. There's one lady who's like, my dear friend Frankenstein, my good friend Machine Gun Joe.
Did you guess her name?
It was
Grace Pander.
Pander, that's what it was. So she's pandering to the audience.
Yes.
And so they like spin it to where, I'm sure Frankenstein's just so tired of how, well off these nurses have got it, and they've just gotten way too big for their britches, basically. And they spin it to make it okay that they killed people they weren't supposed to kill in the movie.
It's fine.
It's totally fine. But yeah, since we did bring it up, I like how when 08, I like the change, because you got to think where we're at in 08 is like reality television is ruling the airwaves from like early 2000s. It's still going on.
From
Jesus Christ,
literally from dusk till dawn. It's reality TV shows in the aughts, I guess, is the naughties. Is that what it's called?
I'm not calling it that. That's the naughties. It's the naughties. No, I'm not. I refuse to call it that. That better not be a thing. But I kind of like the way they changed it up instead of it being like this across the country race, and because you would almost have to make it Purge like. I got a sense of the Purge watching 2000 because people it's one day a year. People are okay with killing or dying, which is kind of the premise of the Purge movies. But that's just where crime's legal. So I was like, okay, I like that in '08 they were like, well, we can't really do that. That's not going to be okay. But prisoners and death row inmates, that who cares?
Who cares
That's very,
if they die? Yeah.
it's very Running Man. It's very, we're not, there's another movie that around the same time, I think I didn't look it up, but Gamer with Gerard Butler,
I
where
don't know that
they
one.
take the prisoners and they the dude that plays Dexter, I can't think of his name.
Sure.
But he has developed this like program, this thing you can implant into people and control them. So it's like real life Call of Duty. There's a kid controlling Gerard Butler.
No way.
Really shooting people in a video game scenario, not fake death. People are dying. And there's totally like Death Race 2000 vibes, because they'll have inmates that can't fight, but they're like NPCs and they're walking around. And if they survive like 1 or 2 games, they get released, but they usually get killed. John Leguizamo plays one.
Oh, really?
But it has so this Death Race 2000 has influence in a lot of later movies to take this kind of direction
dystopian
of
sporting event that is revered and I'll say it again, worshipped by a country that's just
by the masses. Yeah, I mean,
it's worship of anything like this is.
But I like the closed in nature of '08. They make it a race, and the one thing that they didn't do in the original Death Race was the drivers would race against each other, try to wreck each other, but it was not a direct I'm gonna kill you.
That wasn't the point of the game. The point of the game was to accrue points and get to the finish line.
And
whoever had the most points and whoever crossed it the fastest would win.
It was New Los Angeles, right? That was the destination at the end.
Yeah, New Los Angeles.
New Los Angeles. I thought it was something like that. But yeah,
New York to
while there is like fighting amongst them, it's not like Machine Gun Joe is shooting at Frankenstein going down the road.
No,
they're trying to one up each other, and they do fight each other like fist fight.
They run each other off the road. That might happen. But
what was? All right, we're gonna date ourselves here a little bit, Pete. But what was the cartoon that was kind of this
Wacky Racers
in the '60s or set? Wacky Racers.
Wacky Racers. Yeah, that was Hanna-Barbera.
Felt very wacky.
They had all the Hanna-Barbera characters and a few originals.
Oh yeah, you had like Boris and Natasha, and
Scooby, Speed Buggy, Grape Ape. They were all in it.
Petunia, what was her name? The pink. She drove the pink car. Very proper.
Geez, now you're digging.
I know it's been a while. I know. Hey, I remembered it. I watched it. But it had Muttley. It had 2000 was like a R-rated cartoon, and '08 was like, we're just going to be R-rated.
Okay.
And they're going to fight each other. So the racers are literally trying to kill one another to win their freedom. If they win 5 races, I think is what it is. Fun fact. So the Frankenstein at the beginning of '08, you know who that is?
I did read that it was the voice of David Carradine.
David Carradine voiced it.
It's really cool. That drew me in.
I love that. I love that little bit. And man, I love the mask. I love how Frankenstein looks in '08. That dead leather burnt skin almost mask.
It's way scarier than the 2000 version. A lot less. You can't see much out of that one. I bet and every Frankenstein removed that mask when they were driving.
I'm sure. I like it when he takes it off too. He's like, "Good God, how did he drive in this thing?"
Right.
He throws it down.
It's just, can you imagine how that thing smells? There's been 5 guys previous. Oh, and that's the kicker. Like in both films, this is similar in both films that Frankensteins are almost always somebody new.
Yeah.
Like there was in 08, there were 3 previous Frankensteins.
I think there was 3.
And he was number 5, right?
I
Something
can't
like
remember
that.
what. No, he was 4 or 5 coming in.
And
she had only been running the race for 6 years, according to what I was reading. So she created 6 years ago, which makes sense because Frank had won 4. Machine Gun Joe, I think, had 2.
He
had 2. He was 2 or 3. I forget. Here's my issue. My only issue with 08 was they don't know where it fits in the lore. And I wish they hadn't tried, because Paul Anderson come out and said, well, it's the prequel to 2000. And I'm like, well, it can't be, because 2000 was in 2000 and this is supposed to be like 2009, 2012.
I didn't catch. Was there a card? At the
there's like a date that pops up that they talk about. And I was like, I said, in my own mind, I'm like, Paul, don't try to wedge it in.
No,
let it stand alone.
Story. It's fine. It doesn't have to be a continuity. I'm
no,
okay with that.
It doesn't. I was totally fine with it sounding like David Carradine, and then it goes to a new guy, which makes sense. And it does play a little bit with 2000, because when David Carradine has the mask on, his eyes all scarred up. He talks about being put back together. But when he takes the mask off, he's pretty boy David Carradine underneath.
Pretty boy? Really?
Dude, he had a baby face, son. There was no wrinkles. My David Carradine has wrinkles, and he was smooth. It was also, he took this because he walked off of Kung Fu like 3 weeks earlier.
Oh, did he?
And someone that was one of his mentors told him, when you do television and you leave television, you need to go do a movie immediately or they're going to forget you.
That was,
TV
that
happens.
A redheaded stepchild in the entertainment business back then, for sure.
Absolutely.
They were completely different actors and respect levels if you're a movie star versus a television star.
Absolutely. So it definitely
I don't think
made
it's quite the same anymore, though.
I feel like some movie stars, I'll use that term loosely, fall back on TV is kind of what I see, but rarely do I see TV jump to movies. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the kid that plays the Flash on the television show. Everyone wanted him in the movies. No one paid attention to him to put him in the movies. Everyone's pretty much put the kibosh on that. So I don't know. I don't understand it enough, but it makes, because I grew up watching Kung Fu. That used to come on when I was at my grandmother's, and I love that show. I really enjoyed it. And knowing that was who that was, seeing him do this was definitely a change, killing people and having no regard for human life for the
Doesn't
most
have that
part.
Zen mastery that
none of that
was in Kung Fu,
which was kind of neat. And then of course I've seen countless other David Carradine movies, Sword and Sorcerer, stuff like that. A Sword and Sorcery remake of Yojimbo that no one knew we needed.
I don't think we still need it. It's not good. Quetzalcoatl, he was in Q the Serpent God.
Oh, that's right. He was.
Where there was the Harryhausen stop motion in New York
Didn't
City.
you make poor Spoils of Horror watch that once?
I did not make them watch that. If I did, I apologize.
You guys did a movie swap or something, I think.
We did a movie swap, and I
later.
gave them muscle. Was
that? I thought you did another one.
Bodybuilder in Hell. That's what I gave them.
Somebody had to watch Q. I forget. I have to look that
I might have made Sludge watch it. I don't know.
That might have been it. Well, speaking of which, I think we just pop a commercial and we'll let some other podcasters promote themselves instead of us doing it poorly. So,
right.
All right. Commercial break.
You want a war? Well, you got it right after this.
Sharks of the Corn? Virus shark? Cocaine shark? Sharktopus? Yeah, those are all real movies. Join me, Steve Coates, as each week I take a comedic look at the bizarre world of sharksploitation cinema on Bucket of Chum, the Shark Movie Podcast.
Hi everybody, I'm Josh.
And I'm Brett.
If you're looking for a different horror podcast, one that stands out from the rest...
Well, don't look here.
Absolutely not. Every week we talk about our favorite horror movies and some of our favorite aspects of those horror movies.
So that's something that interests you? Check us out.
The only thing that sets us apart is that it's us. So if you like the sound of our voices...
check us out at the Evil Desk Podcast.
Wherever it is that you find podcasts.
I didn't come here to talk. Lucky for you. They did.
Mickey's awesome. I love that Mickey recorded that for us.
It's special.
He's got that voice, man.
He does. He's
got that voice. So I know we've kind of been jumping back and forth. Somehow we've settled really hard on 2000 for a little bit, but it's such a
movie.
I don't know if I can make that statement.
It's a tough argument. You've got a really good. You've got a really good case either way.
Because, and this is what I really wanted to dig into more, is 08, while it is a redo of the original, it's what I like out of a remake is don't just redo what was already done and update it. Give me something new. And they did. Like, they totally changed all of it. They showed us, you know, Jason Statham's character. God, man, this one hits really close to home right now. You know, the economy sucks. Businesses are going under. People aren't getting paid what they need to survive. And that's essentially what's going on. You know, Statham, he gets paid $300 for 120 hours worth of work. Buddy, I'd have been fighting too. You know, especially steel mill work. Like, that's not easy stuff to do. And they immediately call the cops, you know, the SWAT team on all these guys that are just wanting to get paid. And to learn that this has kind of been in motion probably for a while, that they have scouted out who would replace Frankenstein. Because we see in the beginning pretty, God, I love the way the movie starts too. You start with the race with the David Carradine Frankenstein
in the middle or toward the end of
the
race.
You're like dropped right in, cold open, boom, here's a race, cars, you know, jacked up, you know, Dodge truck that Machine Gun Joe, Tyrese Gibson, Gibson is driving, which reminds me of like the Mask vehicles. Remember the ones that would transform?
Mask, they would
guns?
change, yeah.
Yes, his
motorcycle and
always,
helicopter or something.
yeah, his reminded me of Jackhammer, the black like suburban looking thing that would just get bigger. So I obviously this movie keyed right in on young Charlie when it come out. And we see this insane like crash, and Frankenstein flips over the finish line, like wins the race by crashing. And we find out through the movie, he died during that. That killed him. So they've known for a little while, and they've been scouting a replacement. And Jason Statham plays a retired race car driver.
He's a race car driver. They drop that pretty quickly. Somewhere in the middle of the movie. They just so when he was eating breakfast or something. First day in prison.
Yeah.
Who's the new guy? He was a racer, did this and that.
List knew who is
List. Yeah. List knew.
Yeah. The kid that I think just is on the spectrum or something. Yep. Yeah. But they dropped that in there, and they kind of talk about what happened. I'm still fuzzy on it. Like somebody got hurt or some kind of incident happened and he lost his license
license to drive and to race. Yeah. And he spent some time in a different penitentiary. They really glossed over it quickly, but you know, in a story that moved at a breakneck speed, like this one does.
Yeah.
It would have just muddied the water if you get this big old boring backstory that's like, it doesn't mean anything to nothing. It just
I got enough from him being married, the interaction with his wife. He had a young child, you know, which the kid, I feel like we get, it works for me that you can tell he's a caring father and stuff, because that kind of pushes him through the rest of the movie, because they kill his wife by sending prisoners there to
Pachinko, I think it
stage.
was.
Yeah, it was Pachinko.
Yeah.
They frame him for murder, basically. And obviously with this type of judicial system and the way the world is,
Oh yeah, it's
I'm
not
sure
even-
there's no due process or anything like
Kangaroo
that.
Court doesn't even exist. They
No.
just tossed him in the clink.
He's there, he's in, and she drops she drops that bomb on him immediately, like, hey, Frankenstein's dead. You'd fit the bill really well. I love this. Anyone can wear the mask, but it takes a special person to be able to drive like Frankenstein. And I'm like, she's right. And
100%.
I like that little go of, that also reminds us all that there's been multiple Frankensteins, in the death races, even in 2000 and
Right.
in
Right.
2008.
That was the connective tissue to the
Yeah.
original, which was really nice.
I like that.
Yeah, so did I. I enjoyed that.
Know where it comes from. Don't disregard it, but don't rely on it like other remakes do.
Yeah, that's what makes this a good remake. They took the story and made it their own.
Yes.
It can exist. Excuse me. It can exist all by itself in its own world. If you're doing a sequel, that's when you need to really, everything's got to be connected there. But if it's a full-fledged reboot remake, have a few nods to the past, but tell your own story. And Anderson did it. He did a great job.
I love it, man. I do.
Making this world the way it is. It again, this dystopian future.
It made you not like you really don't like the other racers, but you're like trying to, they all have like a characteristic to them. They all have this type of traits. Because you had like Machine Gun Joe, which is Tyrese Gibson. He plays off of the Stallone, but he's not a clone of the Stallone character, which I like. Pachinko is a white nationalist.
Yes.
And they play that really well in there. You had 14K. Did you recognize who 14K was?
He was in Mortal Kombat, wasn't he?
He's Liu Kang from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
With Paul W.S. Anderson.
Yeah,
So
right.
I love that he's the Grim Reaper. And I like that little tiny backstory we got with him. He thinks that the Warden is the Hindu god of death, and he is her messenger. And I was like, what? That's all I need to know.
Yeah.
That's it. And he plays it great because, he's like, that's the baddest
psycho.
that's the baddest person in this yard when she walks through. And Joan Allen, man, she wanted this role.
Did
she? She
Good
wanted
for
to
her.
change her image.
She threw down a hell of a performance.
She did fantastic. I love that she is a bitch. I love the little tick of, I don't like swearing, but then at the end, she's cussing up a shit on the sidewalk. Who says that?
Thank you. I wrote that one down because I'm.
Did you write that one down? Because I
fuck with me and we'll see who shits on the sidewalk. What does?
Who has ever said those words?
Nobody.
I'm sure someone walking a dog went, "Oh, he shit on the sidewalk," but not in the way she says it in this movie.
Oh my god!
But you had Colton, who was like an ex NASCAR driver, and he got drunk and killed some people.
He's got some rage issues. Yeah, you don't want to you don't want to have road rage issues with a NASCAR driver. It's not good of the career.
And I finally researched it enough that there's a car out there that I was always enamored by, and they never hardly show it. And it was like a single seater, like off to one side. So I was like, well, he doesn't have a navigator. Who's driving that? And I think it pops up on the screen that his name is Ames, but they don't talk about him. They don't show him. But guess what I read? The picture that pops up to show the driver.
What?
Was Roger Corman's picture.
No way.
I was like,
of course it is.
That makes sense to just have it out there. But I was like, damn it, they gave him a cool looking car, and I like it. I like that they give them the girls. That goes back to the original. Little sex appeal. And they, while the original, I did like that there was the female drivers with the sex appeal dudes.
They had two gals as drivers and three dudes and three dudes and two gals.
Calamity Jane and then Blitzkrieg or
Cleopatra. Helga. I'm sorry, Helga.
Helga.
It was Nero and Cleopatra, Helga and Wiener Schnitzel.
Nero, I think, was the driver, though.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. So, because he's the driver because he has the Caesar's thing painted on his helmet. What was painted on Helga's helmet there, Pete? In a movie from 1975.
It was a swastika. I mean, but she was a Nazi. She says that straight up.
That's the trope. We're supposed to hate them. So it works. But still, watching it now, I was like, oh, wow.
How about that?
And then 08 had white nationalists. I'm like, there we go.
Okay.
Not copying, but it's in there.
No, but certainly following in their footsteps.
And then they give Machine Gun Joe, they only give him male, which I love the joke that like everyone in the prison thinks is gay. But we find out it's because he goes through so many navigators. They die almost every race that the audience got squeamish. So they started putting male prisoners in there. And my God, they keep that whole thing going the entire movie.
He goes through 3 or 4. He goes through 3 navigators.
Or
4.
No, 4 because the first
at the
one.
very beginning.
The very beginning, they take out because the tombstone cuts the cab
car in
off.
half pretty much. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And he goes through 3 more in this movie. And one of them you think's going to make it to the end with him. And nope. I was like, wow.
Because the navigator gets shot because the cops are chasing him.
Yeah, from behind.
And then the machine gun looks down at his body, patting his.
He's like patting his chest. Like, oh, okay, it wasn't me.
How did I not get shot?
That's like his navigators were bullet magnets or whatever it was. I love it, man.
Hell, he kicked one out of the door. He kicked one straight out of the, and he hits like an I-beam with a.
He hits a part of the structure. Yeah,
it goes clunk. It's like this wet tank. It's like,
the kills in 08 are amazing. When Grim Reaper gets wiped out by Machine Gun Joe's truck, because he gets out of that car and he's like, you can't kill me. I'm the Grim Reaper. You can't kill me, baby. And he brings that truck around. Dude, you see his head explode because the gun hits it in the head. And I'm like, this is glorious.
Barrel, this great big guy. Yeah, that was... I didn't mind. I could tell it was CG, but
that one has a little bit of CG to it.
I'm okay with that. That was fine because there's no stunt person that could ever have done anything like that.
I think part of Colton catching on fire was a little bit of CG fire.
Because
of the napalm drop.
Yeah.
Now it's real. It doesn't look fake.
Real good. And it's short enough that you don't get a chance to see whether it's fake or not. But
you're not looking for it.
Awful. I mean,
God, that was the worst.
What a way to go.
That was probably the most
might have been
traumatizing kill in that one. Is like I don't want to burn. I don't want to drown, and I don't want to burn. You know it. But man, they do really good. I love the gore to it, but I love the video game aspect of it. They have to arm their weapons.
Damn it! Yeah, you beat me.
This is kart racing. This is Mario Kart.
This is Mario Kart. This is Crash Team Racing. This is any number Diddy Kong racing.
Instead of question cubes, you run over manhole covers,
and you got all 4 tires have to be on that to activate it. I thought that was very clever. It was well set up to get to destroy the dreadnought late.
I was just getting ready to say,
that was such a good setup.
I love that whole thing because he gets him the radio over to Machine Gun Joe. Mortal enemies, basically. I don't know if Frankenstein fucked his mom or something. I don't know. But Machine Gun Joe hates Frankenstein, but he gets him on the radio, and we just hear, hey, we're going to have to play offensively to take it out. And we don't hear the plan, but you see the dreadnought going and them two take off beside, and they both come across 2 tires each over what's called the death head.
Death head.
And the death head causes an obstacle to pop up. And dude, that obstacle pops up with those like I-beam spikes.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
crash of the dreadnought is, picture the Fury Road tanker.
Yeah.
That's basically what this thing looked like. And that cab crushes and the tanker goes over it. All practical.
Yeah. It was
all practical.
The behind the scenes were incredible, how they had set it up just perfectly. And I think there was, now the dreadnought had guys on it.
Yeah,
so they
the
were,
dudes.
And when they
were
down,
added.
Those guys were added. That's I'm
they
okay with that.
Those were my G.I. Joes flying through the air because they're still like in sitting position, flying across the screen. But I don't even care at that point. I am just like, holy shit, what is this? And let me tell you something. I love Jason Statham. Tyrese is fantastic. The man that's stealing this movie is Ian McShane.
Ian McShane steals everything he's ever been in. He was in John Wick. He was in American Gods. He's been around forever. He's in
the new Hellboy. He's
yeah.
He plays Hellboy's dad in that one. And man, I love him in this movie. He comes off as the old man who knows what he's talking about. You know, he's a perfect crew chief. They see the crack in how to get out, and he's showing him, you know, he's always calculating.
There, see that right there? There. That's what you do that. And then somehow he teams up with Joe to get out.
Yeah, and we don't see everything, and I love this. They're not spoon feeding us to it. Mm-hmm. We don't see what they see on the screen, just that they see something. And then it turns out that they see there's a part of the racetrack that is perfectly lined up with the one road onto the island. And then Statham goes next door and talks to Joe, and Joe's already suspecting Statham is Frankenstein. I love that he calls him Igor. You got an ugly head. I'm going to call you Igor. I'm like, I don't know if anyone's ever told Jason Statham he's ugly.
Hey,
That's just,
I don't know. It's Tyrese.
It is Tyrese.
Pretty big dude.
They work together again in Fast and the Furious, so that all works good. And Jason Statham worked with Stallone in Expendables.
Sure,
he ties both.
It's
movies
all connected,
together
baby.
Here. I love it. I love it. Didn't even need David Carradine in the beginning of this. But
so I do have a question for you, Charlie.
Ask away.
We're talking about Coach Ian McShane.
Yeah,
and so to win your freedom, right? You got to win 5 races.
Yeah.
Is it just the driver that wins their freedom, or is it the whole pit crew? Because I don't know if I'm really motivated if I'm a pit crew and the guy driving goes free and I'm got to stay in this shithole.
Here's the way I take it is
All right.
I'm pretty sure it's only the driver because that's what it works. So, and I know this is kind of only for Coach, but Coach doesn't want out. He says it. He goes, I'm not a prisoner. I got paroled. I have this, whatever they call syndrome. And I think it's in one of the trivia things. It's an actual thing where it's similar to PTSD.
PTSD for prisoners. Yeah.
For prisoners, that they can't acclimate to how much the world has changed. That's why most offenders go back. I mean, in all reality, my thought of it is kind of like trustees in prison. You're not going to get out, but life's a little bit easier on you.
Privileges.
I'd rather go be wrenching on cars than watching my back if I'm going to get stabbed or doing something else in the prison yard.
Maybe they get a TV in their cell.
It's a privilege type thing.
All right,
so I take it as that. And maybe those guys aren't lifers either. So maybe they're out in 10 years.
There were some guys with like terminal on the back of their shirts. And I think they were,
I think that's what that meant. I mean, this is a pretty high security prison.
It's
regardless
to be the highest, isn't it?
Regardless of the death race, this is like, I love that they show that as a guard is walking up to the crow's nest with a belt of bullets to hand the other guard that has like a 50 cal up in the corner. And I went, wouldn't it already be loaded? Or are you telling me you emptied it already and needed a reload? because I didn't need to know there was bullets in it to know there's bullets in it. But thank you for, I guess, showing me how heavily defended this place is.
Yeah.
It's movie making. You know, that sometimes people have to be showed that. I don't think it was very maximum security. Well, I think the 50 cal says otherwise.
Yeah, one road in, one road out, and they've got bullets all up and down. And that set is a real place. It's beautiful. Like it's an old train yard or something, right? They built trains there or something.
Yeah, it's that's exactly what it is. Because if you look at the course, there's train cars everywhere.
So the set is a character unto its own. I don't think you could have ever imagined or built anything like that.
I don't think so.
Even if you had all the money in the world, you couldn't have even just imagined it. And I hear in the behind the scenes, they were saying like they kind of stumbled on this.
Yeah.
And as soon as Anderson saw it, he's like, I got it. Now this movie is this, and we're gonna make it. And he just had to see the yard for it to. And the best thing is, they didn't give a shit if they blew anything up over there. It was an abandoned warehouse.
You can't hurt anything.
Right.
How big of an explosion? Not nuclear. Anything else goes.
Right.
And I think that plays well to the movie because we've seen movies that they build sets, and you know what it looks like? It looks like they built a set. And I like it when things are essentially on location, and they work with what they have. You know, like giant airplane hangars, stuff like that. This works, and it also lends itself to the end because they are escaping, and it's a train yard. So there's a train leaving as they're doing the big escape, to get out of there. And to me, the cars are just as important as the actors.
They're characters too. Yeah. They
Frankenstein's Mustang. Dude, that thing is, I'm not a Ford guy. I love that car.
Oh, but
that car is so cool.
That's cherry.
Well, you put a machine gun on anything, I'm going to like. You put a machine gun on a Pinto, I'm going to like it, Pete.
I had a hard time seeing. Don't do that. So 14K had a Porsche, I guess.
Yeah, he had a Porsche.
And I liked how each car drove like it was supposed to. Like the Mustang was faster, and the Porsche was super agile, and the pickup truck was just a tank.
It was essentially a tank, a high powered tank. Pachinko's was like a 70s muscle car. I don't know if it was like a Buick
or Camaro or something like that.
No, it's way too long to be a Camaro.
Was it? Okay.
It had the really sharp looking front
SS
fenders,
or Monte Carlo or something.
Kind of along the lines of the Monte. I could probably look it up and figure it out, but it was definitely a different, not a well recognized one. Like at the end of the movie, she drives the Chevelle when she shows up at the end.
Yeah.
None of them were driving a Chevelle.
That was a beautiful car.
God. It was a sexy car. The car was prettier than she was.
Well, I don't know. She was pretty.
She was pretty. To Charlie, the car was prettier than she was. But and you get. I know we're not really going through the plots of the movies. Come on, there's not a lot of plot to chew on here. They're holding this over Statham that they have his daughter. They know where she is. If he wins this race, he's free. Then she realize she knows no one's going to keep watching unless there is a Frankenstein type character.
Right.
She offers him to stay as Frankenstein, which I guess I could see this as, well, I won, but I've decided I love the race so much I'm going to stay. But to me, that only works for like 2 more races.
Well,
because what's the stakes for the audience? What is the audience cheering for him to win? Because now it's about, I want to see him get out. He'll be the first one to win, the first one to get out. And if he doesn't do that, that kind of kills your audience a little bit. Sure, they're going to want to see the death and mayhem and destruction, but you could have that with any race without Frankenstein.
Which brings me to another point. This isn't a very good business model. If you're so she's making well, I got it written down here. So what was it to get to watch all three races? Like there were these tiers. and like the first tier was like $50, and then it was like
Oh, it's $99.
Oh, is that what it was? Anyway,
$99 for stage 1.
I didn't do that math very well, but I thought it was like $300 price tag to watch all 3 days or something.
So it was $99 for tier 1. If you want to watch stage 1, subscribe now. If you want to watch all 3, it's $250.
Oh,
okay. So they gave them a cheaper rate for all 3 stages.
Yeah, a bundle deal. So my math is still a little off. With 50 million viewers, they say at one point, they'd be making $1.5 billion off of 3 days of pay-per-view. Wow. That's
billion.
That's
a B.
With a B. Yeah. And then I think at the end there was like 70 million watching or something.
They say 79, something like that. It's ridiculous. Like it was the highest highest viewed race, even though they escaped at the end and there's that big chase. They're still like celebrating that it was their best show they've ever put on.
So to my point about I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. So make your point.
To my point about the business model. If you keep killing your stars, boy, you're just going to run out of stars every once in a while. You can't. The only thing that bugged me about this movie, like the in 2000, they weren't really trying to kill each other. They didn't like each other. They would beat each other up. They wouldn't shed a tear if one of them died.
No,
but it was an individual sport, where they're all battling each other, and how many really good race car drivers are out there in the world that you could frame and bring into your world. It's like I said, it's a bad business model. It's not a repeatable.
You're not wrong at all about that. I mean, again, it's a movie. We get it. We understand. But sometimes we like to poke holes in things, though. It's also a fun juxtaposition that in 2000 they're all getting massages together in one room.
Topless, everyone's
topless, naked. Frankenstein's the only one dressed, but when I say he's dressed, he's wearing black leather, and the dude has a cape. My man wears a cape.
No capes.
Causes drag. But and this one is they hate each other. They're not allowed in each other's pits. You're not allowed to fight one another outside of the races. It's very, and again, they did it right by making it really that different from each other. And I like it because of that. I like that they are different movies with a similar premise, with a similar vibe to it. And it works for me. And, obviously Jason Statham gets out, they do this. He teams up with Machine Gun Joe, which definitely didn't happen in the first movie.
Right.
Nope. Joe dies in that one.
Yeah, he does.
No more Stallone. But this one, they team up and they get out, and they do copy the girl dressing up as Frankenstein at the end of the movie, just like in 2000.
Yes.
Because she goes up to shake the president. Okay, we didn't talk about this, Pete.
It's Charlie. It's a hand grenade.
It's a fucking hand grenade, Pete. 12-year-old Charlie thought that was the funniest damn thing he'd ever heard.
50-year-old Pete thinks that's the funniest thing he's ever heard.
If y'all have not gone and seen this, the entire movie, David Carradine is in full get up, but they also sleep with their navigators in the first movie. Sure that's expected. And he's naked, she's naked, but he's wearing a glove. And I'm like, that's odd.
She even asks him to take it off.
And he's like, no, I won't. No. And then later in the movie, she finally convinces him to take it off, and he goes, okay. He pulls it off, and underneath the glove is a mannequin hand to look like his hand has been replaced. And in the palm is half of a molded grenade in his hand. And I shit you not, these words come out of their mouths. She goes, oh, it's a grenade. He goes, a hand grenade.
It's the best joke ever. Oh my God.
It's
it's
an R-rated cartoon, people.
Yeah,
an R-rated cartoon, and that's what they use to kill Joe. They throw it, it lands in his car. This woman's trying to find this hand in her floorboard, shaped like her, and she's trying to get the word. There's a hand in here, and Joe's like, "Shut up! I'm trying to drive." She's like, "But it's there," and they explode. It's a hand grenade, Pete.
Oh, this is why you need to watch 2000. You've got to watch.
It's worth your time. It's worth your time.
We've got a woman named Pander. You've got a hand grenade.
Oh my God.
It's wonderful. Oh, by the way, 2050 is just about as good.
That is one I am ashamed to say I have not given the time to, but I'm gonna.
It's definitely a sequel versus Death Race 2008.
And I can tell you the next 3 Death Races aren't as good as the first one. Second one I can watch. It's not terrible. The third and fourth one, though.
Didn't you tell me to go watch the third one?
No, I said the second
was that,
one, not the
was
third
that
one.
Nate?
That might have been Nate.
Might have been Nate. Punk.
That sounds like something Nate would do. He's not here to defend himself. It was definitely Nate. It was definitely Nate. So yeah, that's how that ends. It's Frankenstein. His only goal is to blow up Mr. President to save the world. And then because they kill the president, he automatically gets to become president.
Right. It's
Mad Max rules.
Exactly. It's King of the Hill. I killed you, so now
I win. I am now the president. It is awesome. I am King Kickass. And then Jason Statham and Machine Gun Joe in the new one go become mechanics in Texas or somewhere.
Was it Texas or Mexico? It doesn't matter. It
might have been Mexico.
Down south somewhere.
It was a desert.
It was a happy ending. Death Race has a happy ending. He finds his daughter, and the girl comes down. By the way, that gal was in the Dusk Till Dawn TV show. And if you haven't seen the Dusk Till Dawn TV show, stop what you're doing and go watch it.
So I should stop what I'm doing right now?
Right now. I'll take it from here.
All right, you got this. I'm going to go watch Dusk Till Dawn, the TV show.
No, it's really, the TV show is worth your while, especially the first season.
It's, again, things I know exist, but I forget about it when I'm trying to find things to watch. I guess technically Death Race 2000 has a happy ending because he marries his navigator who's trying to kill him the entire movie.
She's been trying to, or her grandmother's been trying to, mother or grandmother?
I thought it was mother.
Might have been mother.
I think it's mother. Run the resistance.
Yeah.
And they were trying, I think they were okay with killing him, but I think they were ultimately trying to replace him. And then she ends up shooting her own daughter, who she thinks is Frankenstein. Then Frankenstein pops up out of his car because she got shot naked, drives the car through the podium that the president's on. Somehow the president is killed in that and is laying on the hood of the car. Hard cut to wedding. Woman is okay, not shot, and mom is there, and now she is like the
Secretary of Defense or something like that.
Secretary of whatever, and she's in charge, and they have abolished the death race, and all of the TV reporters are pissed off, and this one guy's yelling at him, and they get in a yellow Pantera, something like that. It's a sports car.
Yeah.
And they're like, you need to shut up, dude. You need to get out of the way. And then David Carradine looks at her and just kind of smiles, and they run another dude over at the end of the movie.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
It's insane. And I love it. All right, Pete. I say we get into the thing.
Oh my God. Can't we just take another hour and talk about it?
We can talk about during the things because it's about more killing.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Leave anything for us?
Just bodies. Body count. Body count. Body count. Body count.
All right. Well, we're going to break this down by movie. So the body count for Death Race 2000,
Jeez,
it's
2000?
35.
Okay.
It's sizable. I mean,
that's
it's
good.
It's a good one for not a lot of cast. That's a lot of people that probably had to go put wigs back on and get killed again.
I thought 2000 was a big cast. Like you had 3 reporters, they had the president, you had 5 car drivers and all the pedestrians. Yes, I'm sure a lot of people literally wore a lot of hats. As they were getting killed and run over.
Absolutely. And then Death Race 08. I was even kind of surprised by this one, but I guess when you think about the end, it makes sense. 29.
Yeah.
Because you got a lot of the guards and people that are involved in the chase and the explosion.
10 people on it.
At least.
And then the guards at the gate as they're leaving, there was a bunch of those fellas.
Yep.
Poor Hennessy, what was her name?
It was Hennessy, yeah.
The
coach,
warden, the warden, the coach, the warden.
I love Coach. Whenever he's like, no one messes with my car.
No one messes with my car.
The bomb doesn't go off that they set up, and then they blow it up later. God, I love it. But all right, well, let's do the hard thing and pick our favorite.
Have you ever killed anyone?
Yeah, but they were all bad.
Dude, this is going to be impossible.
I
can't. I don't want to do this.
Well, you get one of each. So you get to pick a favorite kill in 2000 and a favorite kill in 2008. You want me to start it off?
Yeah,
I'll tell you my favorite kill in Death Race 2000.
All right.
There is a scene where there are people that play a game during the death race called Chicken. And these 3 biker dudes who obviously were crew members and extras and whatever else they could do for Corman are standing out in the middle of the road, and they move a manhole cover off the road. And David Carradine's getting closer. It's getting closer. One of them jumps down into the manhole, and you're like, oh, that guy chickened. David Carradine gets closer. Second guy jumps down the manhole. Third guy's like, I got this. I'm going to win. He stands there. Ever so quietly, the manhole cover slides back over and fills the hole. And this dude hops as gives this oh shit look and looks down, looks up, and David Carradine blasts him. That is not my kill yet.
Oh, okay.
He gets wiped out. The other dude are so proud of themselves that they peek up through the manhole cover. Both of their heads are sticking out just as Machine Gun Joe comes flying across and crushes both of their heads under the manhole cover on the asphalt. And it is a splish, goo everywhere. And there's blood in 2000. Yeah. It's a cartoon R-rated movie. It's hilarious when these dudes do that. I love it.
It's Looney Tunes.
So what's your favorite in 2000?
2000, the one that made me laugh the most was by far the nurses getting run over. Because I knew it was coming, and you just saw these content geriatrics just waiting for the end to come. We're accepting our fate. We're helping our favorite. And then behind the hedgerow and people flying left and right. I paused it because I was just laughing so hard. It's such a Benny Hill, Looney Tunes.
It's a wonderful sight gag is what it is.
And then the guy holding onto the hood as he passes by.
Oh, it's so funny. So funny. I love it.
That's got to be 2000.
Yeah. 2000. That's a good one. So, in 08, for me, it's the best kill. It's my favorite kill, and it's when Grim Reaper gets wiped the fuck out, and his head explodes. And it just, like, you've seen some other people die already, like in car crash style, but he gets out. It is the reminiscent to 2000 was a car hitting a person outside of the vehicle.
Yeah.
That's another way that they kind of gave it a little bit of that
back. Sure.
Right. Because they also do it when, Frankenstein's out of the car beating the shit out of Pachenko.
Yeah.
And the navigator tells the Machine Gun Joe he's out of his car. There he is. Get him. He's out of his car. It's a throwback to they would kill pedestrians in the first one. But Grim Reaper, man. And then they show it like 2 more times in the movie from different angles. So you see, we paid a lot of money for this. We're going to get it in this movie. So that's mine. What's yours for 08?
Gosh. The most brutal was the NASCAR driver. That was
Colton.
I don't want that to happen. But the one where I think I just like, no, don't do that. The Dreadnought was getting close to 12K's Porsche, and it had those spikes on its tires.
It had the gladiator spikes.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
And it drills into 12K's car, right into his navigator, and she's screaming bloody murder as blood is flying up into her face and over onto 12K.
Yeah, he gets hit with it too. Yeah,
she's just screaming, and there's nothing she can do about it because I think they've got him up against the wall or something like that. And
he had nowhere to go, and it's one of those things. Once it's in there, it's in.
Her lower body was. You didn't get.
She was obliterated. You don't, shredded. But you see enough that you get the visceralness of it.
You know exactly what happens.
That's a great one.
They show the drill going into the door, and I started going, no.
Yeah.
And then she just starts howling. Oh my God.
She sold it. She sold it really well. And then the look on his face, because he's watching it happen too. It's like
he's got these big duck eyes going, oh shit.
It was fatality. Oh, come on. Give me that one.
Okay, you got that one.
Flawless victory.
Can you imagine sitting on that pack of blood? She had to be sitting on like packs of blood. It would just squirting up at her. How much fun is it?
All right, excellent kills. I think really there's no wrong. I mean, there's some silly ones that I laugh, like when Stallone chases the dude that's fishing along the river. He's like, you got about 2 seconds to live. And he runs down the embankment and drives through the river to chase this guy down to run him over.
When you said they only had one car for that, man,
right?
They beat these cars up like nothing.
They said sometimes they didn't run. Sometimes they're pushing it down a hill to make it look like they ran. But they beat the shit out of these cars.
They really did. Yeah, I can't.
They off-roaded. They off-roaded the alligator car too, because remember when she tries to like veer the car off the road?
Well, Jane was off-road. Stallone was off-road.
Yeah. Dude, they bullfight a bull-shaped car.
I forgot about that. Damn it. Oh. And the bullfighter was having a very good time.
He was having a ball and he got gored. It's so insane. So insane. But man, it's worth your time. If you just love silly, insane nonsense, Death Race 2000 is it. If you want something that's a bit more in your face and gritty and Mad Maxy, 08 is where you go for that one. So, all right, let's rate these bad boys. Hey, Pete, I got something special for this one.
That's only the second Eagle we've had today. How did that not
We've
work
been
its way into
talking
the show?
really good about this one, man. I feel like this has
yeah.
been a good conversation.
Yeah.
We obviously miss our Nate. We miss our buddy.
He's
and it is listen, Pete. Pete's like, I actually got to talk this episode. It's amazing. But all right, we're going to rate these. We'll just kind of do each movie. So, Pete, what are you rating Death Race 2000?
Death Race 2000, 9.5. That is a strong recommend. It's Roger Corman through and through. It's campy. It's silly. It's so funny.
It is. You got to be in on the joke, though. Yeah. You got to understand what you're getting ready to watch. If you're thinking you're going to watch if you watched 08 first,
then
tried to watch 2000, that's a harder sell, I think. it's going to feel way too silly. You need to A, understand Corman, and B, understand what they decided to do with this movie. And you'll have a shit ton of fun with it.
Yeah, there were also a lot of boobs in it.
Oh my God, there was. Yeah, we hardly even talked about that.
A lot of boobs.
Jackie
So
didn't
many
watch that one. I watched this one
Aw.
in the office because I just had it on. She watched '08 with me.
Yeah.
I love this. So, normally I get to bust her out on something, but she had seen this movie once before with me because, she went to the theater, and I think we've seen it again. But they get to the point where the dude's putting the bomb on Frankenstein's car.
Right.
And then they go back and they go in that. After that, they're like, hey, I need to put an extra half gallon of fuel. Jackie's sitting there. She goes, I have a question. I was like, okay. She goes, who wouldn't notice there's a bomb on your car if you're working on the car right afterwards? And I looked at her and I shrugged and went, I don't know, honey. It's just a movie. And then at the end that happens. And she's like, I totally forgot they took the bomb off the car. I was like, I didn't want to spoil it for you. It was kind of like you watching it again for the first time. I didn't want to ruin it for you. But me, I'm going to go ahead. Yeah. What a twist. I am going to rate the 2000. Man, you went hard.
I love this is one for the ages.
It's a fantastic movie. It's definitely, for me, I grew up with it. I've got to see the car. I've touched the car. I'm giving it a 9 for sure.
Nice.
I have a lot of fun with it. Dad called me yesterday, so I was sitting in the office watching it, and he found a vehicle part on Facebook Marketplace. And he's like, hey, message this guy. My dad's not phone, literate.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, it's fine. I'll say, all right. He says he's got it. It's a truck bed. Says we want to come get it. We can come get it anytime. He goes, let's go. What are you doing? So I'm watching Death Race 2000. He starts laughing. He goes, really? I was like, yeah. Sitting here watching Death Race 2000. He comes and gets me. We get going. I come back. He goes, okay, go back and watch Death Race 2000. Enjoy the movie. It's just because we love these kind of things. But so let's rate 2008.
Yeah,
Jason
2008.
Statham's.
Here we go.
I'll rate it first now.
Yeah, you go ahead.
So I am going to give 08 a 9.5. I think it gives me just that little bit more car carnage that they couldn't afford to do in 75. And again, it's right there in what I love. That's in my blood. That's in my bones. I love cars. I love guns. I love the destruction. It's fast paced. There's no wasted time whatsoever in this movie. Not a minute
is wasted in this movie.
And I think you watched the unrated version like I did too. It's longer and it doesn't feel it. Like it flies by. So I'm giving 08 a 9.5. Pete, what are you giving? The movie you've been dreading to watch since I brought it up. What are you rating 08?
I wasn't fair to this movie before I watched it. And you know what? I watched it all the way through, and I actually had to think about it a little bit. I'm like, now hold on, because even when I stopped the film at after the first viewing, I was like, this is still stupid. I don't want this. But then I started thinking about it. I'm like, you know what? Watch it again, and I did. I watched it a second time, and then I think I was in on it, and I think I was like, all right. I understand it. And then when I found out that everything was practical, it went through the freaking roof. So if you like these Mad Max movies with all this incredible practical effects and these ridiculous stunt work, this is your movie. It's a 9.
Oh, hell yeah.
This is a 9. It's a strong recommend.
You got an eagle for that one.
I know. Big dumb. It's a big dumb action movie. I don't think it takes itself too seriously, even though it's all dark and broody.
I don't think it takes itself serious whatsoever. I really don't.
Anderson was saying something in the comments like, oh yeah, with all the comedy that we added to this. I'm like, you didn't tell a single damn joke in this movie. Although the kills were funny.
I think the kills are funny. There is humor in the delivery of some of the things and some of the Machine Gun Joe calls him Igor. He's got an ugly looking motherfucker. I'm going to call you Igor. The other mechanic that's not Liss when he gets into the car, he's like, pushes that little button and he goes, what was that? And he goes, most important piece of the car. Pop. It's a cigarette lighter, and he lights his cigarette off of it. But that was foreshadowing.
It's
the
good writing.
napalm that they use the cigarette lighter to light off because their weapons are disabled. I love it.
It's good writing.
It really was. Well done. Fantastic.
Show and use. I mean, that's classic. Anyway.
Yeah. No. Awesome. That made my entire month right there. To know that I got, hell, I was like, if I get anything like around a 7 from Pete, I'm going to take it as a win. This is beyond a win. This is month of action win. So yeah, no, we both recommend you watch Death Race 2000.
Strong recommendable.
Death Race. It's only called Death Race. It came out in 2008, so we're calling it Death Race 2008 as we're talking about it. Seek them out. I think only one of them is streaming, which is 2000. It's on Tubi. All the other ones are, I think it's Cinemax got
2050. I have to get that from the library.
Yeah, I don't know where I'm going to be able to find it. I got my dad the Death Race like movie pack.
Neat.
So he has all of I have the first one. I have the Jason Statham.
Yeah.
But if I want to watch 2, 3, and I don't think it has 4. I think 4 came out after the movie pack came out, but I was like, at least I know where 2 of them are. I can go watch for free.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other ones, they weren't really highly rated, but you know what? Maybe one day I'm bored. I'll just pop them on, check them out. So, all right. Well, this is our second episode of Month of Action. I keep wanting to say Month of Freedom, but it's Month of Action.
Action.
That's right. Action. So next week we have the guests coming on. The girls from Cinema Slab are joining us as we watch Top Gun Maverick. I am going to tell you right now, I adore this movie, and I will say it here. I will say it multiple times next week. Top Gun is not an action movie. Top Gun, the first one, is not an action movie. Period. Dot, double stamp, triple stamp, whatever it's got to be. Top Gun Maverick, quite possibly one of the best action movies I've seen in the theater.
I've heard nothing. I haven't seen it.
Very long time.
I'm looking forward to it.
Right. I'm not saying anything else about it, but just highly, highly recommend it. I went with my buddy Seth. He watched it ahead of me, called me up, and he's like, hey, man, you want to go watch Top Gun? Yeah, I've been needing an excuse to go see it. He goes, I've already seen it, but I want to go see it again. He said he had so much fun watching my face because he knew scenes that were coming up. So he was watching me watch the movie, and he goes, dude, that was more entertaining than the movie almost because you were in it.
It's great.
I was like, this is the greatest movie I've ever seen. And I like Tom Cruise. I like the Mission Impossible movies. You know, I like those type of things. Mission Impossible. And yeah, I am looking forward to it. The girls are excited to come on. And yes, Anna will be filling in for Nate come August. We have guests lined up for the rest of the month. I don't want to burn her out with me and Pete. So she's going to join us in. We're going to have some fun
to handle, I'm sure.
We are. I mean, even now. Although this wasn't cocaine Death Race.
No,
that's a good thing.
This was way better than cocaine.
This was way better than Cocaine Bear. If you're curious, that is still up on our YouTube channel. And if you want to see everything else we do, we are on Facebook at Give Me Back My Action Movies, Give Me Back My Horror Movies, the Facebook group. Both of us are on Instagram. I almost quit the other social media sites today because I shared a trailer for The Last Starfighter on TikTok, and they flagged it. Not appropriate content. PG Last Starfighter 30-second trailer that was aired on television. They flagged it. So I fought it. And the second they put it on the For You page, I had like 800 views in like 5 minutes and people liking it and, you know, enjoying it. Now, the other thing is I bring up The Last Starfighter because we have some new podcast friends.
Yeah.
And Nate has asked me to give them a shout out because you're listening to this now. So 2 weeks ago, they released their Last Starfighter episode, which is how we've kind of met these guys. I guess they are in England or somewhere around there, across the pond anyway. But they are 3 retro movie geeks podcast. And they heard our heard that we were doing The Last Starfighter, so they gave us a shout out on their episode. This is the benefit, Pete, of some people that do this weekly to record, then they can keep updated. We're 2 weeks, so when we meet someone, we're like, we're going to give you a shout out in approximately 2 to 3 weeks. We are old school UPS, and we will get it to you eventually. Ground service only.
This 2-week delay has saved our asses a number of times. So
it has.
Don't change a thing, dude.
Speaking of everything going on right now,
yep,
it has totally saved us. But yes, please go check out 3 Retro Movie Geeks podcast. I share them out on our Instagram, so if you follow me over there, you'll have seen it. I know Nate shared them out. Fantastic show. Highly recommend. Go show them some love. Go rate them 5 stars. As well as you haven't, please go rate us 5 stars. Apparently, Pete, I had forgotten about our contest that we were having. Oh, wait. We weren't having a contest. Wink, wink. On who would get to 40 likes on Spotify first.
Oh, yeah.
Except I completely forgot about the entire competition, and we hit 40 the same time someone else hit 40, and I don't know who won.
Oops. We'll have to do it again.
Now it's to whoever gets to 50.
Okay.
Okay, it's not a big stretch. It's us and Spoils of Horror.
Yeah.
So if you're watching, if you listen to both of us, try to get us to 50 before them.
Just unlike them a couple of times, and when we hit 50, you can like them again.
It doesn't work like that, Peter.
Oh, shit. It doesn't work like that?
And I couldn't bump our numbers. Also, it's really hard to make a fake account on Spotify. I don't know. Something about IP addresses. I don't know. I'm going to bribe people. I'm just going to meet people on the street, steal their phone, hit us on 5 stars, and then go to them and go, hey, you dropped your phone, and hand it back to them. I'm a hero, and I got 5 stars. So, boom, I win. Getting to 51st, boys. All right.
Win.
I always win. I always win. Well done, Pete. This was a fantastic episode. We will be back next week.
A pleasure, as always. Let's do this again.
We will next week for the month of action.
We need to give lessons to dissect that film on how to say things at the same time. Because we said action at the same time pretty well there.
Yeah, we did pretty good.
Check out the disclaimer at the end of the movie.
Yeah. Don't try these things.
Don't drive like this. It's like, no shit, Sherlock.
I literally said that to Jackie last night because I was like, really? You have to tell me not to try to do this stuff in real life? And it wasn't Death Race 2000. It was 2008 telling me not to go put machine guns on my car in prison and race in a circle and shoot people. Yeah, I'll try my damnedest, I guess. I don't know. That's all I can do.
Not to run over people.
I will almost do it and go, oh, wait, that movie told me that's
told me
bad.
not to.
I can't do that again.